ladies and gentlemen, so one narrative that I have to counter is that because it could be because of the Mercedes-Benz at my Inglorious property and the slogan, the best or nothing, that they are allocating that with my psychology in the sense saying that I want everything to be my way in the city of Elk Grove, or it's my way or the highway type of psychology. And that's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. The differences between myself, and my opposition from Monterey Trail High School was already established when I first met them. Like, I already knew we were different people and we were going to the same school, and the line was drawn. And however, the narrative that was occurring behind the scenes was that I was trying to get everybody to conform to a certain way of thinking or a certain ideology. So the young minds, the young children of the school were being raised with a certain status quo, a certain type of grooming narrative that I was trying to convince them, or I'm always trying to, the latchy kid, or how you say, the protective parent, or the boyfriend that won't let go of their girlfriend. That is a narrative that I have to counter. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, because of the events that have transpired, I have to communicate with you the importance of my female human childbearing counterpart and her safety. That is not just physical safety, but metacognitive, critical thinking skills, and everything that makes us a human being. The social safety that makes us who we are, ladies and gentlemen. And they have caused her, most likely, to take upon a different character. So they're making her do things that are not going to allow her to want to know who she was before. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, the line is drawn. So that means that we know we are existing with the opposition. So this is not to say that, so this is one world or none. That means that we're dealing with the opposition, and we're not doing the final solution or just like exterminating, right? We are in 2026. The events that have transpired since all human history have led up to this time. And we have a responsibility I have a responsibility to speak up for myself and the people that granted me my life, because I know I don't just exist by myself. And I know that my father, if he could speak correctly, if he could act correctly, I can only imagine how my parents would be without these layers of suffocation that seems like. And that's just my opposition, guys. So it's a miracle that my father and my mother were able to conceive me out of love. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is not saying to make our opposition scared of us. The United States intelligence is to be revered and not feared. If people are making you fear United States intelligence, that's not me. That's not the United States, ladies and gentlemen, as I know it. I was born in 1994 in this real estate development since 1996. So once again, to recap, that's another narrative that because I like Mercedes-Benz and because their slogan is the best or nothing, they're leading people on to think that my psychology is that of my way or the highway, and I want everything my way. And that's incorrect. Diplomacy, ladies and gentlemen, diplomacy is the reason why we're having so many wars today. Or you could say the lack of diplomacy. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening.